Hey guys, it's Ah-nuh and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite powdery fragrances. I have such a deep love for this scent profile. I think it just adds a beautiful, elegant character to a scent. And you can get a powdery quality from a number of different notes in perfumery. Today, I'm going to be featuring specifically fragrances that have a prominent purple floral, such as iris. I'll be tying in Orris with that as well, since it's the iris root. They go hand in hand. Violet and heliotrope. First one on the list, Louboutin Loubirouge. Simple note breakdown. There's only 3 notes listed: cardamom, iris, and vanilla, but it's absolutely stunning. Loubirouge is subdued elegance. The mood that this fragrance gives off is like completely opposite to the overall presentation. It's doing like the absolute most, but really it's a scent profile that ties more into like the Celine bottle aesthetic. But in true Louboutin fashion, of course, it has to be looking like this. The cardamom provides a beautiful, fresh, spicy quality, and I get this paper-like, crisp, woody character from the scent. It's dainty, obviously powdery, as the theme of today's video, and the longer this sits on your skin, that vanilla really blossoms. And it's a vanilla for vanilla haters. This never goes into the gourmand direction. It's not like a dense vanilla, a creamy vanilla, sugared, foodie, anything of the sort, but it provides a really beautiful, subdued sweetness on your skin. I find it incredibly versatile. It's something I reach for as an everyday scent, as well as something for a more formal happening. I want to smell classy. I get about 5 hours with an intimate projection. Valentino Uomo Intense, 10 out of 10 designer scent. This is marketed towards men. I love it and I wear it. The dark iris that is used in here is so sexy, and I just love how it's paired with this ultra smooth leather. It's got an alluring sweetness coming through from vanilla and tonka bean, a bit of an aromatic quality from sage. Simply put, it smells like softly sweetened lipstick stains on a leather jacket, and it gets me every time. I just love the cool, sultry, smooth vibe this gives off. Performance is amazing, lasts all day with a strong projection. One of the best designers out there, I think. You guys know my love for Violet Shot from this house, Olfactive Studio. It's not in this video because it has a violet leaf and we're talking about the florals, but highly recommend. This is Iris Shot. This one grew on me. I've seen a lot of people mentioning this one and loving it, both creators and you guys in my comments. And one specific person comes to mind, my love, Inez, Aromas and Aesthetics on Instagram. She's my girl. She loves Iris as well, and I heard her say that this was in her top 3 of favorite Iris fragrances. So naturally, after hearing that, I was like, yeah, okay, I need it. And the brand was very kind to send it over. So at the forefront, we have Iris, naturally. It's a buttery iris with a prominent dry almond and carrot seeds in the mix. So it's got these earthy and actually sophisticated nutty facets that make this an iris with a bit of a savory twist. As you may know, nutty can be iffy for me, but this is done in such a chic, tasteful way that I really enjoy it. The iris pairing is delightful. It opens up more crisp and fresh. It's got a beautiful, airy quality, fresh spiciness from pink pepper, cardamom, and it's got a nice dry, clean woodiness from cedar, vetiver. It's comforting, inviting, but simultaneously just very sophisticated, elegant, with a slight nod to a gourmand. And although not listed, it does feel like there's a smooth, suede-like feel running throughout. And I get about 7 hours with a moderate projection. Please excuse me for a moment while I go grab a new candle. It's evidently reached its end mid-video. I can't have like a half-ass candle situation going on back here. Excellent. BDK Vanille Leather. Despite leather being in the name, this is much more focused on violet, Orris, a blend of white florals, and then of course prominent vanilla. This is not a linear wearing experience for me. Throughout the day, I'm getting whiffs of, at times, more of an ultra feminine, powdery floral vanilla, and at other times I get more of a warm, cocooning, ambery, suede-like vanilla. The combo of vanilla, Orris, and violet mimic the scent of a sweetened lipstick accord, and then with the leather coming off more like suede, this perfume smells like a sweet lipstick and a floral perfume spilled over in this woman's suede handbag. And I get about 7 hours with a moderate projection. Xerjoff's Dama Bianca has a blend of 3 different purple florals, lilac, iris, and violet, along with a prominent vanilla. It comes across airy, fresh, nothing too sweet. This perfume has such a whimsical, angelic, ethereal presence to it. It's got a clean, feminine, delicate musk and a fun pop of kumquat right in the opening. Definitely the most elegant fragrance in my collection, and I get about 6 hours with a moderate projection. This is actually the newest fragrance in my collection, Welton London Keemun. Love at first sniff. It's one of the best tea fragrances I put my nose on. It's iris and tea that I get the most. This is the definition of a cozy, comforting fragrance, and it's something you can wear practically year-round, except for I wouldn't reach for it in summer, but besides that, absolutely. This smells like drinking a fine tea out of a fine china teacup. It's slightly sweetened. You put a little cream inside. It's zen. It's calming. It's got a gourmand element to it, but then it's also very elegant, very fresh. So like a lightly sweetened milk tea vibe, but again, not heavy on the lactonic part because it's beautifully fresh. Mate, black tea, bergamot, a little bit of a woody feel in there. Just delightful. If you are craving a perfume that's gonna make you feel comforted, you need a hug, and there's not someone around you in the moment. Just grab for this and it will give you that hug. That powdery iris just wraps you up in a blanket. And I get about 6 hours with a moderate projection. Celeste by Giardini di Toscana is one I would recommend to those of you who are wanting a gourmand violet, a candied violet, vanilla violet, fruity violet. This is your girl. Smells like a freaking fairy. It is creamy, it is sweet, it is sugary. It feels like you are just enveloped in this fluffy, purple, sparkling cloud of vanilla sugar, fluffy raspberry, and violet petals. And Ambroxan in the base to help with performance. I get about 8 hours, moderate projection. I was wearing this the other day. Eric came in to give me a hug, buried his face in my neck, takes a deep breath, and goes, "Damn, you smell good." And he doesn't comment on my fragrances that often because smelling good is an everyday occurrence. Rihanna Tonka Nutmeg, one of my favorites. Perfectly unisex. This combines so many different elements that I love in a fragrance. Love that it's a unisex vibe. Adore the gourmand elements, but doesn't go too heavily in that direction. It's comforting. It's sexy. It's powdery. It's spicy. Check, check, check. And it has great performance. Lasts all day, stronger projection. This has a prominent Orris root, and it's so cocooning, enveloping. Like I feel like so perfectly cozy, and yet it's simultaneously sexy. In the opening, I get more of a fresh, spicy experience, like a little bit of a green, earthy tinge. And as this sits on your skin, warms up, it becomes a little bit sweeter, never too sweet. That vanilla and tonka bean amp up. It becomes more creamy and then transitions a little bit more into the warm, spicy direction rather than fresh spicy, but it'll still hold on to a little bit of that. Beautifully earthy, powdery. You get the nutmeg coming through, and I also feel like I smell a kulfi dessert note in the background. 10 out of 10, criminally underrated. The chokehold that Guerlain has on me, ridiculous. Guerlain is one of my favorite fragrance houses. It is one of the brands that I have the most fragrances from in my collection. They just do it right. Cuir Beluga is the epitome of a timeless, elegant suede powdery vanilla. This is a scent I want to wear on repeat. It's a scent I want to bathe myself in. Buttery, smooth suede. I think that quality is just amplified because of the heliotrope. So it has this delicate, powdery nature. I know we've heard it a bunch of times, but truly, no one makes vanilla like Guerlain. I'm astounded by how refined their fragrances are. The amber creates an inviting, cocooning warmth, and it's a very likable amber. It's not an intense resinous bomb, and then I pick up a touch of an herbal quality in the background. It is more intimate wearing, so it doesn't project very far. However, I do find that it has great lasting power. It lasts all day for me, but sits close to the skin. But I'm sitting in my heavenly cloud of powdery, ambery vanilla suede. If you're up for a bit of a challenge, Iris Malikan by Maison Crivelli. Out of the bunch today, this definitely has an edgy feel, but does not let go of the sophisticated character. I absolutely love this fragrance, and it took me several wears to kind of figure it out because it was so unexpected, different to anything that I had smelled before at the time. And I don't think that the note breakdown is gonna give you like a great idea of what this smells like, because personally, looking at the notes, I wouldn't be interested. Like, I tested this because of, you know, the talk that it was getting, and so I was curious. The Orris in here really pulls you into the earthy direction, and I do personally get a definite woody experience, both like wood chips, and I also pick up on a green aspect. It does have an outdoorsy feel, a fresh, spicy tone. The leather is again very smooth. I think the challenge within this one for people will be the earthy quality that it has. I enjoy it beginning to end. Dried on is my favorite though, because it does smooth out. It becomes more creamy, more powdery. That vanilla kicks in and lends a little bit of like a white chocolatey vibe. And yeah, just overall, the more earthy green qualities will tame. Really phenomenal boss-like scent. I feel very powerful whenever I wear this. It's definitely one of my strongest from my collection. It's a bomb. Last but not least is Celine Black Tie. Another profile that is subdued, perfect elegance. This smells like a perfect person. Of course, that doesn't exist. For the storyline, always put together, radiant elegance. This is not a try-hard scent. It's a more simple profile, but it's beautifully executed. It's a fluffy, powdery vanilla and orris primarily, and then a supporting clean musk and woodiness. Always a winning combo in my book. Just a lovely, very chic fragrance, and I get about 4 or 5 hours with an intimate projection. And that wraps up my favorites at this moment in time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you want to see me, of course, in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so, so much. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.